Hi, this is Crystal. This weekend I have been able to acquire myself a pretty unique piece in terms of vintage technology. Unfortunately, earlier this year my beloved grandfather passed away and basically stated that his two sons, my father and my uncle, would get the estate and do with it as they wished. And when my father came to visit me this weekend, he brought along the Kodak Video Deck 425, and basically it's a projector that plays 8mm film strips. And I was very delighted because this was a part of my childhood. You know, we would watch old home movies growing up, but after that I always assumed that it probably broken down or my grandpa just threw it away. But no, my father found it and he brought it, so we are going to do a demonstration to show you what this thing is and how it works. So here we have it, the Kodak Video Deck 425. It is a 8mm film projector, and what you need to understand that back during the 70s and early 80s, it's one thing to take pictures, but to be able to produce your own moving film pictures was quite a big deal. It was actually a luxury. So another neat thing about this is the camera you use to create these 8mm films. It wasn't like a video camera where you put the film in, record, and just play it after. You actually had to take the film itself to a store and have it developed, and it would come back in these 8mm spindles. And there is no sound, unfortunately. It's just the pictures, but still, at the time, this was a big deal. So I got this one fired up right here. You take the film itself, you put it through this little path, and down here, this is the focus, this is the power where you turn it on. And I have a screen here set up, so let's fire this up and watch some home movies. Okay, so as you can see, here we go. This is my parents' wedding. And as you can see, there is no sound, just moving pictures. That's my mom in her wedding dress. All you get here is the lovely humming sound of the projector. And that's what you think about when you think of old movie projectors. Now the thing with these 8mm rolls of film is they're not very long. The common disc I have put in there now lasts only about a minute or so. But apparently you can have a long string of them edited together, or pasted together, and you can put them into a much longer reel that can last about 15 minutes or so. And those are, you know, they're not huge, but they are a fair size. So I can only imagine what a 1-hour home movie would look like. Now, this was taken back in 1980. That's when my parents got married. It still holds up over time. That's basically what it looks like, a bunch of old photographs taken back in the 70s or 80s, and they're just pasted together so fast that it moves. And this was considered a luxury during the time. I mean, forget about those VHS camcorders. I mean, this is where it was at. Your big camera that you crank. Take the film to the store, have it developed, and you get it home. You can watch it on your very own projector. Everyone's at the wedding. But yeah, I'm sure there are a few home movies that are more recent than this. But as kids, we would set up this projector in my grandfather's den and we would watch them. Pretty cool. I assume we're getting close to the end of it. There we go. That's the end. Okay. So we're going to turn this off. So there you go. That's a 8mm film projector. So if you thought taking out your VHS tapes to watch home movies was primitive, well, look no further. This is what we had growing up.